All right. Here we are. Another week. Another week. Now, let's see if I can share some of these. We're only on Facebook tonight, by the way. I'm real happy about that. I think I'm on Facebook. Ava says hello, hello. Well, good evening. Do you see me on Facebook? Am I on Facebook right now? Aha. Here we go. All right. Getting on here and setting everything up. Options. Share to a page. Okay, we'll get set up here, and then we got a minute. We got a minute, folks. Almost there, and then we'll begin here at 8 o'clock. One more page to go. Ava, did you share it on my page? Did you? All right. Let me know too if there's a bit of an echo or a little bit of sound in the background. I think what's causing that, been doing a lot of thinking about this. I think what's causing that is me having the video open on Facebook as I'm watching. So I'm going to try not to do that. If you guys hear that, let me know. And right now, it is time to start the show. Hey everybody, this is Brian Hogue. Welcome to the Chiller Night Live pre-show. We're from 8 p.m. Eastern Time until a few minutes shy of 9 p.m. I am on here. I will discuss the Chiller Night television programming that airs on Stream TV beginning at 9 p.m. I will say this. We are not on YouTube tonight. So that is no longer an option, evidently. So I got on here. I was looking to see if I could add another type of streaming channel from YouTube. I guess not. I didn't have time after working on the haunted house, coming home and just opening it up to this. That didn't give me enough time to figure things out. So it's not even an option that I can select. I'll look throughout the week if I get a chance. I might not. I'm really super busy working on this haunted house. So I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. All right, but we are not on YouTube. Not anything I can do about it tonight. At least tonight. If I can discover a way throughout the week to get back on it for next Saturday, I absolutely will. But for all of the YouTube viewers, I am sorry. I don't know how you're going to hear that, but let's see. Al says, hi, Brian and Ava. Hey, Al, thanks for joining us. John says, greetings, Brian, I see you. Hey, John, thanks for joining us. Cassandra says, I see you. All right. Al says, hi, Cassandra. Clayton says, don't forget YouTube. Yeah, I wish I could be on YouTube tonight. Let's see. Let's scroll down here a little bit. Clayton says no echo here. All right, good. I noticed a couple times where I was talking and you hear a real faint little after voice, a little echo or something. I guess that's what an echo is. But that was going on for a couple of the shows in the last couple of weeks. John says, and now the host and star of our chat. You know him, you love him. Aw. He's the hardest working horror host of them all. Well, thank you, John. That was quite an intro. Well, I very much appreciate it. David says, good evening. Champagne popped and poured. Cheers. Drink up. It's Saturday night chiller night. It's Saturday chiller night. Yes, absolutely. And then, of course, Brad says, it's a chiller night pre-show with Brian Hogue starring Brian Hogue. Now, here's Brian. What's on tonight, Brian? I'll show you. By golly, I will. All right. Look at this. At 9 p.m., in just short of an hour, Terror Creatures from the Grave. 11 p.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Jennifer Sadler. 11:30 p.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Indestructible Man. That's with Lon Chaney Jr. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Daniel Dewing. And at 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Devil Bat. That, of course, is with Bela Lugosi. All right, there you have it, folks. There you have it. There's our schedule for tonight. If you, and that's on Stream TV. You can see the logo up here. And that's how you find them at streammedia.tv, streammedia.tv. They're underneath. I got them stacked over here. Vicelli Pizza of Butler, PA. Thank you. Actually, these are all my support for the Harrisville Haunted House. So I'm going to go ahead and mention them right now. Vicelli Pizza of Butler, PA. David Long, if you're on here, if you're watching, thank you once again. Pengold Ice Cream of Harrisville, PA. So I want to thank Mayor Hughes and Mary Ann for all their support. They come out and they actually do a lot of help. So thank you very much. And Gluten Free by D&D is our newest sponsor. So we want to thank you guys for all the support that you've given us and that you're giving to the Harrisville Haunted House this year. So and of course I always want to mention Chop Block TV behind Boba Fett. And Chop Block TV, they have the Roku channel. They play episodes of Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat. And check out paranormalwarehouse.com. They do as well. So I want to thank them for their support. Let's see. Let me catch up to some of these comments. Ava says, is it me in the living room? Oh, I don't think there is an echo. I was just asking because there was one before, and like last week I think there was, and 2 weeks before that. So I don't know. I just wish I knew more about this stuff here, but I don't. Clayton says nothing on YouTube yet. Yep, that's not going to happen, unfortunately. I wish it was going to happen. Restream took that down, so that's not even an option. I cannot through Restream get on YouTube. Now, what I could do is maybe if I get a free minute this week, is maybe shop around for a different streaming service. That's just something I just now thought of. If Restream's not going to support me being on YouTube, then I can kick them to the curb and just look for somebody else. We were doing this pretty well, for over the last couple of years on Facebook and YouTube, multi-streaming away, and then here we are. So I don't have the option tonight. And there was a message last week. I mentioned that there was a message that came up, said as of a certain date in September, I'm not going to be able to, Restream will not support YouTube. So maybe I can shop around for a different streaming service, because if they're not going to support YouTube, then I don't want to support them. So, because that's, that's a good portion of the viewers. Who needs that? that's the way Restream wants to do it, we'll look around. We'll start multi-stream shopping. Bobby says hello. Hey Bobby, thanks for joining us. Brad says, how's the haunted house coming along, Brian? It's coming along pretty good. I'll mention that a little bit later. So yeah, I'm getting really excited. Clayton says, not a problem about Restream. Didn't know they changed policy. They did, yeah, they changed policy, but I have to call them and see if there's any way at all that I can do this. If not, then I'll cancel my subscription to them, and I don't need that. If they're not going to let me go on YouTube, then I don't need them. I can do this. I can do the. Oh, Scott says, Brian, let me start a watch party for you. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Bobby says, you rock. All right. Right back at you, Bobby. Thanks. Christine says, hi from Oil City. All right. Thanks for joining us there, Christine. Brian Ivers says, hello, everyone. Hey, Brian. Thanks for joining us. So that's what's going on there. I don't know. I wish I did know. I want to know. But yeah, there was a message last week from Restream saying, as of a certain date, Restream will no longer support the YouTube channel. Now, if there's another way to get in there and add the channel, but I was trying very desperately tonight to do that with the very few minutes that I had, and wasn't able to do it. So I don't know if anybody has contact with anybody who is normally on YouTube and watches this. If they're able to relay that message somehow, it'd be much appreciated on my behalf. But that's where we're at tonight. It's a Facebook kind of night. Facebook exclusively only. So anyways, well, that's what's going on. All right. How many of you made it for the Thursday night watch party? Do tell. Did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the movie? I'm about to announce the movie for next Thursday, but before I do that, if there's any of you who are on here that are new, or perhaps just kind of in and out, and maybe you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, every Thursday night we have a watch party on the Chiller Night Facebook group page. Chiller Night Facebook group page. So if you're not a member, request to become a member, and we'll let you in. And you too can watch the watch party with us. So let's see, is Dale on here? Dale, are you on here? So if you are, I'll let you go ahead and announce that. If you're not, then I'll step on up and do that. Bobby says the movie was good. Cool. I'm glad you liked it. Now, again, this is every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And Dale plays a movie. He picks out a movie and he plays that. And like I said, if you're not a member, become a member. You too can enjoy the Chiller Night movie of the week, at least on the watch party. Brad says, my wife Amanda and I subscribed to HBO Max today. We're rich and wealthy, LOL. Okay, all right. Well, congratulations. Hey, there's Dale. All right. Hi, Brian Hogue. All right, Dale. Dale, if you are ready to do the honors, I will commence with our drum roll. Things get pretty serious when you start to hear the drum roll. All right. So what the movie's going to be for next Thursday. Next Thursday's movie on the Chiller Night Facebook group page is, there's a delay. he probably, aha! Mother's Day. There it is. 1980. Mother's Day. All right. Got some really cool 80s flicks we've been seeing for over the last couple months, I think. It's been that long. Seems like it. But it has to have been. Because I was watching them. Now, I'm not able to watch these on Thursday nights because I am elsewhere. I'm working on a haunted house. And but before that, I think for the first month I was able to join you guys on Thursday night. So Scott says, "Drum roll, please." LOL. Mother's Day is awesome. Yes. uh, yes, you know it's gonna be good when there's a drum roll involved. So there you have it, folks. I hope you get a chance to join. I almost said us, but you know what I mean. The Chiller Night, the Chiller Night family on the Chiller Night Facebook group page. So check it out. Check it out. Join us, and I'll put a little promo up there on Thursday morning to remind all of you. So there you go. Thanks a lot, Dale. As always, thank you very much for doing that. So he's got some really cool pictures, movies that he picks out. Cassandra says, "I love the movie selections for the watch parties. It's a bit hard for me to be up that late." That's right. You get up at 3 a.m. to get to work. And Cassandra says, "Love Mother's Day. Excellent." Like I say this every week. I love that era of movies. What in the world? All right. That's my phone. Cool. But Bobby says, "Hello, Cassandra Blue." Brad says, Are you going to have carnival rides this year at the haunted house?" No, we won't. Oh, Dale says, "My pleasure, Brian. Thank you." We won't be having the carnival rides due to the COVID-19 guidelines and restrictions and all that stuff, because they would have to disinfect all the rides in between the customers and all that stuff, apparently. So that's what I was told. So we're not going to have any of the carnival rides this year for the haunted attraction, the event, but we will have the haunted house. So you won't want to miss that, and I'll be mentioning that. Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit. Cassandra says, "Although in a few weeks, David is having surgery, so we will be able to stay up a little later." Oh, well, I hope everything's okay, and I wish him the best on his surgery, and already I'll wish him a speedy recovery. So we wish you well, David. And let's see. But that was the answer about the carnival rides there. Hey, folks, you know I'm a big Star Wars fan. All right, I've been saying this for weeks and weeks and weeks. I thought it was going to be a lot earlier. Where's the Mandalorian trailer? Well, you know it's came up this week. All right, you know I'm going to play this. So, sit back, buckle up, and get ready. So here we go.
Show me the one whose safety deemed such destruction. You must reunite it with its own kind.
Where?
This you must determine. The songs of eons past tell of battles between Mandalore the Great and an order of sorcerers called Jedi.
You expect me to search the galaxy and deliver this creature to a race of enemy sorcerers?
This is the way.
You know this is no place for a child.
Wherever I go, he goes.
So I've heard.
This is the way.
There you have it. All right. I don't know if there's any Star Wars fans out there other than myself, but by golly, I was just chomping at the bit to show it. Can't wait to see season 2. So, I don't know if any of you have checked that series out, but it's really awesome. So, Cassandra says a messed up rotator cuff for David. Okay, we were talking about that just a few minutes ago. All right, well, I wish the best for you there, David. Cassandra says, awesome trailer. That it is, that it is. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. What can I say? I'm a big Star Wars fan. Brad says, I thought that The Last Jedi will be in... I thought that The Last Jedi would be in public domain. Ooh, that was a close one, LOL. Yeah. I don't know. Don't know. But, probably ought to be, huh? But anyways, I'm excited. Hope you guys are excited. I enjoy science fiction as well as horror. So, or space fantasy, I guess you could call the Star Wars movies. Always enjoyed them. You know what I thought was interesting? Even as a kid, I used to get the Famous Monsters of Filmland magazines. And they'd have on there... In fact, I almost put this up tonight. The magazine covers, they'd have like a Tusken Raider or R2-D2 on there. So, my golly, I'm not going to feel guilty about showing Star Wars stuff on the Chiller Night page here. I just won't do it. All right, but getting back to horror stuff. All right, I guess I have to. So, look. I want to show you the, there is the Haunted House poster, the new updated revised poster. Now that is, we had to do that because we had new sponsors, the last one being Gluten Free by D&D. I still have this picture up. I want to show you guys this. This is pretty cool. Last year they stopped by the Haunted House and they brought these zombie brain cupcakes, and yeah, the frosting there was like a gray matter look, which I thought was pretty creative. You know, I thought that was pretty neat. This bloody brain sitting there as a cupcake. So the ladies there, they brought those out, and there are some of the ghosts and ghouls with them, as they brought quite a bit of them out, cookies and stuff. So we do appreciate that. As well as our other sponsors, Vicelli Pizza. They brought a bunch of pizzas out last year, so we ate pretty well. So, let's see. Brad says, anyways, that was a really good trailer. Cassandra says, awesome poster. Yeah, I just got these. The new ones printed yesterday. I just got them actually yesterday, so I've been handing them out, trying to get people to, pass them out. I certainly don't have time to do it. I wish I did, but I just spend my days, at my job, and then from that I just go and work on this thing. I got a very short time until showtime, until I always call the opening night showtime, so that's coming up. And then Brad says, who are the other guys on the poster, Brian? That is, okay, you can see Jack Shadow in the center, of course. And then you got Elle Von Nock. I can't really reach up over the poster, so I'm going to have to just say, this is my left, okay? So Jack's in the center, Elle Von Nock's to the left, and then Bob Brooks. He's all done up like a zombie. He's to her left. Okay, now the other way. All right, to Jack's right is Libby, and she's dressed up as a witch. She's got this like real primal looking witch with horns and stuff. It looks pretty cool. And then we have a chainsaw wielding maniac off to her right, and that is Dave Davis. We call him DJ Dave because he's a DJ, and he brings out all of his equipment and makes that chainsaw sound really, really super loud. So we like that. We got some other pictures too. Maybe a few. I still have this on the queue from a couple weeks ago I was showing this. That's Is that the same picture? I don't know if that's the same picture. I just threw it up there with a background just to kind of show it instead of a green screen. That's Libby and Bob and Dave in their character costumes. We are at the Stream TV TV studio taking those pictures several weeks ago. And then there's a rare behind the scenes photo of somebody getting ready to play the Dark Lord of the Netherworld, Jack Shadow. And then there's Jack and Elle, and we were doing a promo for Stream TV for the upcoming Halloween Chiller Night Theater Marathon. And then there's Bob Books and Jack Shadow. And then that looks really cool. And then there's Samantha there, and I'm being recorded doing any. I think at that point I'm doing the commercial for the TV commercial. So, but that's the group of monsters that are on the poster. We were all down there that day, getting our pictures taken, high resolution pictures for the poster. So, pretty cool. And let's see. John says, "Am I excited for season 2 of The Mandalorian? My inner sci-fi child is bouncing off the walls in anticipation for season 2." I'm right with you there, John. Dale says, "I hope everyone is enjoying the Thursday flicks as much as they are the Chiller Night Theater flicks." Oh, I'm absolutely sure they are. In fact, like I said on this show before, I wish those were the movie. I wish I could play those movies on Chiller Night Theater. I like the movies. I certainly enjoy the ones that I play on Chiller Night Theater. But it is, I would love to play. I'd love to play some of those. Like you're playing there for the Thursday night ones. The ones in the '80s. I don't know. I have a special place near and dear to me when it comes to '80s movies. They were trying so hard. Bless them. So it was a lot of fun though. It was just a lot of fun with all the practical effects like crazy going on, just over the top stuff, and a lot of that stuff was, you could tell. Inspired by a lot of the breakthrough effects by Tom Savini, late '70s, ushering into the '80s horror movies. You saw, a lot of that was inspired by Tom Savini, and then other people just took the ideas and went, kind of off in their own little demented paths. So good stuff, a lot of good stuff, but very entertaining. Clayton says, "Silent Bob," yes, Silent Bob. He's gonna be with me tomorrow. We're gonna be working away on that haunted house. So I appreciate all the help he's given me this year. And then Cassandra says, "Penny McCarthy from Star Wars passed away on September 18th. She played a Cantina band member. Really? A Jawa and what's this? Kardusai Malik? I don't know what. A criminal scene on Tatooine. She was also a stand-in for Carrie Fisher. Is that right? I didn't know that. I did not know that stuff. That's pretty neat. You just reminded me. I don't know why this reminded me, but I guess September 18th, yesterday, was either yesterday or the day before that, was Elvira's birthday. So, 69 years old, I think. I think that's what they said. I wouldn't have known it, but, so happy birthday, Cassandra Peterson. So, who is, of course, Elvira. Brad says, Peacock TV streaming services is Alfred Hitchcock TV shows and movies. You like Alfred Hitchcock, Brian? I do. I did. Growing up, when I was a kid, I used to watch as much as I could at night. They seemed to be on our channels at nighttime, which, rightfully so. It seems like a good time to play them. The Twilight Zone, Alfred Hitchcock, the Night Gallery. Those were, I love those shows. Absolutely love them. And Michelle gives me a little Minions picture. The little emoji. I remembered the name of them this week. Couldn't think for the life of me what the heck those little buggers were called, but the Minions. All right. So there you have it. There you have it, folks. So we are, look at this, September 19th. We are getting closer and closer and closer to October. And, I don't know, we're getting pretty close to Halloween. Dale says the 50s and 60s outer space movies are the best. If you can ever play a movie in public domain, Brian, play The Monitors. Monitors? 1969, starring Avery Schreiber. I don't know if I said that right, but I got it here. Okay. I might have to message me that one. If anybody ever, hey, absolutely. All right. I'll have to add that to the list. Now, here's what I'm going to ask. If you guys, if you write it on here, if you get a chance, because I'm telling you, as much as I want to, I might forget. I might forget the name of the movie. So if you get a chance to message that to me at some point, or any of you at any time, if you have a movie request, and even if you don't know if it's public domain, send it my way. I'll check it out. I can't always get to every one of them because I don't produce the shows as often as I would like to. But when I do get a chance to do the next one, I will sit there and make a little list of, okay, which one, who requested what, is that something I can play? I'll be happy to do that. So, all right, so The Monitors, 1969. All right, cool. We'll check it out. See if Jack Shadow can host The Monitors. All right, now it is 8:30. Speaking of Jack Shadow hosting, let's put that schedule up again so that you know and I know what's coming up. 9 p.m. Jack Shadow features Terror Creatures from the Grave. 11 p.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Jennifer Sadler. Now, Jennifer, we played this one before, but I want to play it again, by golly, because Jennifer wrote Chiller Night, The Spirit of Halloween. I'll talk about that after I pull the schedule down. And 11:30, Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Indestructible Man. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Daniel Doing. He's the creator and writer of the Fringe Night comic book, his own comic book. 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Devil Bat. Now, check it out. Check out the 3 Chiller Night Theater episodes that are playing tonight. All 3 of those were Jack Shadow Friday Night Frights, meaning all 3 of those shows, if you're new on here, they were done live, just like I'm doing right now. They were an interactive show. I'm going to put up a sample here. Just like you are watching me now, you were watching Jack Shadow, or whoever tuned in online to watch those shows. It was going on live. Jack was interacting with viewers. See the little crystal ball there? He was looking into the crystal ball, and he was seeing what you guys were writing, and he was responding real time. So it was just, it was kind of a fun way to do the show. I thought about doing it, that way because what was that? That was back in May, I think. In doing this show, I got to thinking, wait a minute. Is there a way to do the Chiller Night show that way? Because I like doing it in the TV studio, but I also like to do things live. And I would love for Chiller Night Theater to become, I would love for that to become a weekly live show. And I don't know if that can happen from the TV studio. I don't know if that has to happen here. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just telling you what I would like, to have happen eventually down the road. So, we'll see. But, I got to thinking, hey, if I'm doing this live, I could do that live. So, I tried it. Remember, I don't know how many of you watched that particular episode, but the very first one we did was Nosferatu. And it was a silent movie. It was a kind of a fun movie to do, to try out. I love that movie. I think it's it looked like everybody was having a good time. And then we did those up until June of 2019. That was my last one of that month because then I had to start working on the haunted house. Sound familiar? And then, but this year we went up until June. However, in March, I was doing one a week because I wanted to, that was kind of me testing the waters to see if I could actually keep up with doing the shows weekly. And I intentionally made it so that I didn't start on the next one until like that week, the weekend before, because I wanted to push myself and see, are you able to keep up with that kind of schedule? Are you able to pick the movie, chop it up, write the dialogue, get all that done within 1 week? I was really pushing myself. I was doing it as much as I could, and you guys had a good time. I had a good time. It was a lot on my end, but I really wanted to push myself to make sure I could do it. And it turned out good. I gotta say, I was pretty happy with it. And then what I did with that live show, I took that, I cleaned it up, I edited it, and then sent that to Stream TV as an edited program for the next week's Chiller Night Theater. So it was fun. It was fun. But I gotta say, again, I like live stuff. I like live shows. There's a little bit more of a thrill about doing it. You take away that mental safety net. You know what I mean? Like when you're at the TV studio and you're filming that. Like I say, I enjoy doing that. It's kind of nice being on set. But it's also kind of nice being live and doing that as that character, as Jack Shadow, because, like I say, you take away that little mental safety net. And it gives you a little bit more. It's a little more fun, I think. There's a fun and thrill to it. For me, I think, as well as maybe the viewers. I know when I was doing the show, I always thought, boy, if I knew of a hosted horror show that was live, I would love to watch that, because Chiller Theater used to be live out of Pittsburgh. I mean, they had a major, TV studio to work with, but I mean, that was live, and I wanted my show to be live, so I'll do it this way for now, or once I get back to doing them. Brad says, as long as it's all public domain, everything's fine, right, Brian? It is. It normally is, unless it's on YouTube. Then they could just ding you for wherever they want to ding you with. But yes, it's supposed to be just fine. I wanted to mention one of the guests tonight at 11 o'clock's Chiller Chat is Jennifer Sadler. She, of course, is the author of the Chiller Night Spirit of Halloween. Chiller Night Spirit of Halloween is was my first book. I say first because I intend to do more. The Chiller Night book series, and Jennifer wrote this, and I remember contacting her back in 2015 to see if she'd be interested in writing this, and I met up with Jennifer, and I gave her a very kind of a vague outline. I said, this is kind of where I see it, but I was very specific on the opening. That was the only part I was really specific about, is describing the opening, how the story springboards into what it does. And so she took that and ran with it, and I very much enjoyed what she did. The cover art is by Rick Whitlow, illustrations by Scott Lubin. There's one of a witch in the cauldron in the woods. But it's pretty cool. I'm writing the next one myself. At least I'm trying to. In the midst of doing a haunted house. All right, there's the man, the myth, the legend himself, right there. There he is. So that was pretty cool. That was a neat little thing to do there with the Chiller Night book. I would like to, and I'm planning on it, and I've started this, to write my own. The next one, I want one to be written entirely by me and illustrated entirely by me. So that will be the next one. I got to get past the haunted house first, and then we'll go from there. So, all right, folks. Anybody out there? Come on, give me a pulse. Give me a cyber pulse out there. Let me know what topics you guys want to discuss. Saturday night, Chiller Night. Getting close to Halloween. I love it. I love this time of year. I woke up, I went over to the haunted house today to work on that. It was a very cold morning. I say very cold because, just not used to the cold weather yet. But it was low 50s, or maybe the upper 40s. But that was a lot of, I don't know, kind of feels like fall. All right, so what are we doing right now? What are we doing? Anybody out there? And again, we're only on Facebook tonight. I feel bad about that. I wish I had a way to get around that. I don't even. I'll have to call them up this week and see. Is there another? There's something. I think the YouTube channel and then YouTube Live or something, or YouTube stream. I don't know. I'll check it out. If they can no longer do this on YouTube, I'll look around for another streaming service who can accommodate both YouTube and Facebook. Because, like I said, there goes a good many of my viewers right there. If I can't have YouTube, so. All right, so let's see what's out there. Let's watch party, Mandalorian. All right. Well, you guys are quiet. You just sort of trailed off there. Did I put you to sleep? I hope not. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. All right. All right, well, somebody tell me what their favorite 80s horror movie is. Go. Favorite 80s horror movie. It can be a franchise. I don't care if it's, the Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street or Night of the Demons. I don't care. Early 80s, late 80s, just 80s. Come on. Somebody throw some titles out at me. Let's, get involved. Prince of Darkness, that was the thing. I was trying to think of some, John Carpenter, They Live. I don't, even if it's kind of a fun little sci-fi horror, or sci-fi movie like that. Cassandra says, Fright Night, yes. I think that's on Amazon Prime, actually. I just saw that last night. I was going to watch it. Fright Night, that's a good one. In fact, I think you've all heard the story, but that's where I got the name Chiller Night. There's Chiller Theater and Fright Night. I just mixed them up. John says, what do you think about the Spanish horror movies that starred Paul Naschy? Favorite 80s movie, Creepshow. Good. I like I'll touch on both of those. The first one, the Spanish horror movie starring Paul Naschy, is Waltemir Zaninsky, the werewolf. I like them. I thought he did a good job. He was a nice gory werewolf. I enjoyed them. I think they're fun. I think they're fun to watch. What do you guys think? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? He did probably 10 different movies where he's playing the same character. Waltemir Zaninsky. That was a big thing, over over there where he was playing that character, and he would meet up with other monsters, in different movies and stuff like that. So those were entertaining. I got a kick out of them. And Creepshow, you know, George Romero, Stephen King. Awesome, awesome. And you guys, I love Creepshow. I love the old EC comics. I love Tales from the Crypt. That type of thing where, you're watching an anthology and you've got the cryptic narrator. And of course, I had Phil Wilson on the show, and he and Rick Catazone from Pittsburgh were involved in the animation segments for Creepshow, Creepshow 2, and also for the Creepshow series on the Shudder channel. So it was really cool. In fact, I have one of the animation cells. Remember the kid, was it Rhino, the bully kid in Creepshow 2, who's teasing little Billy. But I gotta sell an actual animation cell from the movie. It was used as the animation artwork for Creepshow 2. So, all right, good question there, John. Brian Ivor says, The Shining. Okay, The Shining. Dale says, I'm taking notes. Okay, all right. Well, take them louder. No. Brad says, them. Okay. Cassandra says, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. All right, cool. Cassandra says, love Paul Naschy. Yeah, I thought those were fun movies to watch. Brian says, Aliens. Oh, okay. All right. The Alien or Alien? You talking about Part 2, Aliens? I love them both. After Part 3, I watched it. It was like one, directed by Ridley Scott, and then 2, Cameron. 3, I thought it was entertaining enough, but the first 2 were my favorites. So, Alien and Aliens. And then Dale says, my favorite 80s horror movie is Terror Train, 1980, starring David Copperfield and Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh yeah, Terror Train. Dale, I gotta say, I've never seen that. Maybe it's a watch party in the making. Cassandra says, The Howling. Oh, good one. Now we're rolling. Dale says, is there anybody on here a Lamberto Bava fan? Director. I don't know Lamberto Bava. I know Mario Bava. I liked Kill Baby Kill by Mario Bava. I don't know if there's a relation there because I don't know Lamberto, unless it's the same director under a different first name, or maybe it's a middle name. Brian says Alien and Aliens. John says, yeah, those were both good. Very good. John says, I mean, because Alien was a horror movie in space. It really was. It was a horror movie in space. And then Aliens just took it to a really awesome level, where you got the commandos going in. And I just thought that, very, very extremely entertaining. John says, in the Spanish horror movies, Paul Naschy was the equivalent to Lon Chaney's Larry Talbot. Yeah, the Cursed Wolfman. Right. Yep. Yeah, those were good. Cassandra says, Toxic Avenger. Yeah. Brian says, I am more of a 50s and 60s horror monster movies. Okay, that's understandable. I like them all. They all have a special place because when I was growing up, the nostalgia of it all was watching the old Universal and the Hammer. I love those, and that's where I have my love today. Still today was from my childhood watching those, and so it always takes me back, I guess, to a little happy place of when I was growing up, just like watching Kolchak, the Night Stalker, and stuff that I watched as a kid. You know, like Godzilla, you know, the original King Kong. I just thought it was magical. You know, that was just magical, and you know, just it always. I don't know. I see it through the eyes of a kid a lot of times. You know, even now. So Brad says the Terminator movies. I'll be back. I'll be back. Yeah, those were. I guess. I guess I'll say the same thing for those. The first one, the Terminator, and the Terminator 2. What is it with James Cameron directing part 2 of? Well, he did the first one too, but yeah, those were the best. Those first 2 were the best. After that, I don't know. My interest really plummeted. But yeah, those were good. Cassandra says, here we go. Lamberto Bava was Mario's son. All right. And a film director in his own right. Very good. I appreciate the information. I didn't know that. I know Mario, like I said, the one that stands out, Kill Baby Kill. Really good ghost story. And that has, remember The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price? I'm trying to think of the name of the actor. The guy who played his brother-in-law. Gosh, the name escapes me right now, but he played the main hero in that movie. Check that one out if you get a chance. I might even play that on here if I can get around it. Sort of loopholes, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, check it out. Check it out. Well worth it. Dale says, how about everyone's favorite 80s actress? What do you think? Probably Sigourney Weaver for some of you who like or for Brian maybe. Well, 80s actress. Dale says, replying to Cassandra, a blade in the dark. Lamberto did the movie Demons. Oh, interesting. Okay, that was good. That was entertaining. Cool. I did not know that. That's neat. I am learning. All right. Wow. We have 9 minutes left. Again, even though we went through a little slow wall there with responses and interaction, this is still the quickest hour of the week for me. So Brad says 10 minutes until Chiller Night Theater. Have a Corona. All right. All right, well, in a few minutes, I'm going to put the schedule back up just to remind you. Maybe some of you have just popped on here and would like to see the schedule, but I will put the schedule back up here. And I want to say for anybody that's new, this show ends a couple minutes before 9 o'clock, and the schedule I'm about to put up, you'll find these shows, Chiller Night Theater, hosted by Jack Shadow, and Chiller Chat, hosted by me, by Brian Hogue. Those shows will be on Stream TV. Now, Stream TV is an online show. If you live in the Oil City area in northwestern Pennsylvania, that's your local TV channel, okay? Or you can watch it. I'm trying to think. Is it Channel 20? I think it's Channel 20 if you're living in Oil City. I know there was somebody from Oil City earlier on here introduced herself, but you can go to the website streammedia.tv. Streammedia.tv. Go to that site. Go to it, and you can watch it streaming right then and there. Okay, or if you go on there early enough and you got time. I did it. Now, I know you can do it. Just scroll down the side of the page. You can see the Roku little picture there. Click on that, and you'll get your code and connect to the Roku channel. That's how I watch it because I have a Roku TV, so it's you know, but hook up to your favorite Roku device, whatever that might be, and let's see. Cassandra says, I look forward to this every Saturday night. Best part of my day. Love it. Oh, thank you so much. That is awesome. I love hearing that. I really look forward to this as well. I really do. Dale says, Sigourney Weaver was good. Dee Wallace would be my favorite. That's right. She was in so many in the 80s. Yeah. John says, and with that note, another great chat in the can. Stay tuned for Chiller Night Theater. I'm Crozak the Grand, and remember, zombies walk weird because they had a plug in them. I saw I saw a meme or something like that on Facebook. Think about it. Night all. Keep thrilled. Stay chilled. Yeah. It kind of explained. It kind of explains a lot, isn't it? The old zombie shuffle. David says, Day of the Dead, starring Laurie Credell. I was a zombie in that movie. Were you really? Oh, you'll have to. Yeah, we've only got a couple minutes. All right, I want to hear more about this maybe next week. But that's cool because out of the three movies, the original, Romero trilogy, I gotta say that one to me was like the, I don't know, it was the most dismal. I like that one. It just really it felt like the end. Like this isn't going to get, you're not going to go off into a happy ending here. I mean, not that any of them did, but I don't know. It just seems so dark and gloomy, I guess, because they're underground. But yeah, that was a weird movie. Liked it. Brad says, get your Rokus ready. Yes, get them ready. Fire them up. Get set. Because in just a few minutes, look at that. All right, 9 p.m. Chiller Night Theater. Jack Shadow features terror creatures from the grave. 11 p.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Jennifer Sadler. 11:30 p.m. Oh, you know what? I didn't even say where to get that book, but you can go to Amazon. You can find that on Amazon, The Chiller Night Spirit of Halloween. Let me interrupt this schedule. Go to Amazon. Check it out. Amazon. You can find it there, okay? Now we will resume with the schedule. All right. That was Chiller Night, The Spirit of Halloween, for those who might be interested. All right. Jennifer Sadler. 11:30. Chiller Night Theater. The movie's Indestructible Man. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Daniel Dewing. And 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Devil Bat. That, of course, as Bella Lugosi. All right. Al says, good night, everyone. Good night, Al. Thanks for joining us. So, I want to thank everybody for joining me once again. Now, remember in October, enjoy these while we have them, because we only got a couple more to go in October. I will be otherwise occupied in the Harrisville Haunted House. I will be Jack Shadow, though, on those nights, so I won't be able to be here and to do these pre-shows. Just for the 5 Saturdays in October. And then after that, I, of course, will resume. That's what we had to do last year, and that's what I got to do again this year. So so we got, how many of these we got left here? We have the 19th. We have one more pre-show to do. One more. That's next week. So next week, that's it until November. All right. So 8:57. Dale says night, everyone. All right, folks, thanks for joining me. Good night. Have a good night. Have a good chiller night. I'll see you next week.